Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 19 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Today we are talking about using the law of attraction as a framework for growth. Over the past 9 or so days and going forward a couple of more days, I'm going to look at a couple more frameworks before we come up with our growth process for this year that we'll go through. We're going to come up with our own growth process, our own process to grow. What's a process to grow? Steps that we do every day to reinforce what it is that we want in the area of growth. A lot like goal setting, yes? So today, another framework that we're going to use to look for our process and to create our process by pulling from different tools and different processes and strategies is the law of attraction. Now, if you haven't heard of the law of attraction, I don't know, we might be living under a rock. People either believe in the law of attraction or they don't. But the truth is, it doesn't matter if you believe in it. It's one of those things that's called a universal law. Physical laws like gravity, we can argue with them all we want, but if we step off the edge of a bridge or building, guess what? Gravity is going to take over whether we believe in gravity or not, or know anything about physics or not. So the same is true of universal laws. And it's actually, I think, 11 universal laws, which we're not going to get into today. But if you're curious, we could talk about them because they are super duper interesting and they have a huge impact on our lives and how things work, even though we don't necessarily know that they're going on. The law of attraction is all about energy being everything, right? Everything on the planet, everything in the world, everything in the universe itself is all made up of energy. And what did Einstein that said? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes form. And we see that all the time around us in our natural world, in our physical world, if we look for it. I mean, think of weather, think of the water cycle, think of things like that. So today we're going to think about the law of attraction. I'm going to sneak a drink of coffee. I haven't had any yet, and that first sip of the day tastes awesome. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my life framework, the life framework that I use, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, confidence, and communication, to think about each of those areas as I go about my day-to-day and say, okay, how could the law of attraction help me to grow physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, with respect to my relationships, contribution, how I show up in the world, confidence, and communication. And that's what our action item is today, is to think about the law of attraction. And you can use the same life framework I do, or you can use your own way of thinking about it. But think about the law of attraction. And if we believe that we are in control of our destiny, if we believe we can create whatever it is that we want in our life, kind of like the growth mindset, right? If we believe those things, if we believe energy is everything, if we look into the law of attraction and say, how might this help me get what I want? I've got a hypnotist friend that is the law of attraction hypnotist. She is a specialist in the law of attraction. Why? Because that's the niche she took her life in, and she writes books about it. She does hypnosis about it. She's got, I don't know, probably thousands of different hypnosis sessions on a couple of apps right now. She's got the Hip Talk app, and she's creating a new app, Victoria Gallagher. Awesome. I've listened to her, I think, for the past 4 years, every day. I think I'm only at, like, I don't remember, 434 days in a row, because I missed a day. When I travel, sometimes I get the time zones mixed up and I don't go on the app as much when I travel. I go on every day, but usually when I'm at home, it's part of my morning and my bedtime routine. But when I'm traveling, not necessarily so. So today, that's what we're going to do. We are going to, if we have no idea what the law of attraction is, we're going to look into it. If you haven't seen The Secret or the sequel to The Secret, both good movies, missing components, which lots of people talk about. And the main missing component to me in The Secret, the original movie, was you got to take action. Be, do, have. If you want to be something, first you have to feel as if you already have that thing. Then you have to take some action in order to have it materialize and show up in your life. We can't just sit on the couch and wish for $1 billion and then hope that it's going to fall, out of the sky into our laps. Not going to happen. Not the way energy works, right? We have to put into things what we want to get out of them. So, law of attraction, look into it today. If you're brand new to it, I think that you have to look into it with an open mind and question some of our beliefs, right? I question my beliefs every day. I'll say something or think something. I'm like, well, where the heck did that come from? Because I know that We are the culmination of all of the thoughts, all the feelings, all the emotions, all the experiences we've had up to this point. All the things we've read, all the books we've read, the movies we've watched, the shows we've seen, the people we've hung around with. We're the culmination of all those, and that's the result we're getting right now. If we want a different result, if we want to grow, we have to change one of those things. And the easiest thing to change is our thoughts about a topic by learning more about it. All right, any questions about this? Of course, there's a write-up and guide to of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group. And the recordings are all available in Guide 1 if you missed any and you want to catch up, if you missed a framework or something. Otherwise, you can hop in anytime and join the challenge with us. That's the incredible thing about doing one thing every day. It is cumulative for you, but it's wherever you start. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. Go practice some law of attraction.